This cancer hospital, in fact, would probably his real dream fulfillment, because this ailment is really an abat or a danger to humanity at large. I'm indeed happy that Sri Balakrishnan and his board of trustees have thought it fit to come up with an additional block to treat cancer patients. From the little that I have seen over the last few months in Hyderabad itself, this I find is probably the second hospital dedicated to treatment of cancer patients itself, which gives me a very uncomfortable feeling whether cancer is on the rise and what are we doing to fight it. I just had a glimpse of the equipment that have been placed in this new hospital, which I must say are really the rarest of rare equipments and the top of the shelf equipments, which will probably help us to alleviate the dangers to a great extent. But I would like to suggest to Mr. Nandamuri Balakrishna and his board of trustees that prevention is better than cure. I do appreciate that you are running prevention camps. Number of state government, central government, public sector undertaking people do come and get themselves screened. But the real danger lies in the rural areas who have no access to such medical facilities. I know you are also running some mobile vans. This is what I have been told by you last time when I met you. But I was at the Sri Satya Sai Trust only last week, where I flagged off 6 mobile hospitals, as they call it, which has all the equipment that you can think of, which can do an X-ray, which can do your blood test, you can do a urine test, you can do a gynec test, you can do an eye test, you can do a dental ENT test, all sorts of tests, etc., with the hospital and technicians man with all the equipment going. And they have told me that they are probably planning to extend it to all the districts in Andhra Pradesh. I was very impressed by it. And the cost that they quoted was about 18 lakhs, including equipment. And thereafter, they also said that they are going to give medicines free to those patients who are going to require it. I will earnestly appeal to you, sir, to consider whether you can float such an experiment on behalf of, in the memory of the late N.T. Ramarao and your mother, who will probably bless you from heaven, because I think he was one man who was more concerned about the downtrodden and the poor, not just the city dweller. I would earnestly urge, if you could probably think in terms of organizing such mobile hospitals into various districts, which can really undertake pre-screening of cancer patients. Because one of the most saddest parts of cancer is that seldom is it discovered in time. By the time it is discovered, it is already too late. And many people, hardly few people come at the very early stage of cancer, the first stage. Probably most of them come into the second stage, moving on to the third stage, and that is probably a very short-lived life that is given. All that you're probably able to give them is a heavy dose of radiation, a dose of chemotherapy, and thereafter the secondary set in and the man is gone. This is the truth of cancer, whatever you might tell me.